Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I am going to show you a card using the Summer Shadows dies. Now these are a free product in the Sale-A-Bration brochure that runs from 3rd of August to the 30th of September 2021. And this brochure will show you products that you can get free with a £45 spend, and this one is a £90 spend. So spend £90 in my online shop and you can get these dies for free. Now these dies have got ones that will layer up, so that one layers on top of that, and same with those leaves, and you've got other little ones that don't layer up but just as useful. And you've also got some outline dies here that coordinate with the shaded summer stamp set. So you, in your £90 purchase, you might want to add in that shaded summer stamp set so that you get these dies. Now I don't have that stamp set, but this is still a very useful set of dies on their own. I have made this card using the combined layers with different colours of pinks and greens on that. But the card that I want to show you just uses this die, and this one. So just the three that are kind of outline dies. Let me just pop that out of the way. Okay, so I am using those dies to create a card with a faux embossing technique. So it looks as if that card layer there has been embossed, but it hasn't. I have just die cut those pieces in the same colour as my background card and added them on, covering a full layer, trimming off any excess bits on there. Now when I made this card, this sample card, I used wet glue in my trusty little bottle with its little nozzle there. You could use Stampin' Up's fine tip glue. What I'm going to use this time is the Stampin' Up adhesive sheets. So these come in a pack. Now they're quite rather long, and you get 12 in the pack. So these are double-sided stickies. I've got a bit here. Let me just show you how it works. So the piece, each sheet actually has like 3 sections on it, and what I did, let me find the huge big bit that I cut all mine out. So I've already gone ahead and prepped by doing the die cutting. So I took this piece and I cut a piece off a sheet of the adhesive sheets to the same size. Now these bits here aren't the same size, but it will at least show you how I did it. So peel off that, pop that on your piece of card that you want to die cut from. Do your next piece, add that on, and ideally I would have a third piece there, but I'm just kind of showing you how to do this. And then I would trim that off, trim off anything that is hanging over the edge, because you don't want your plates on your cut and emboss machine to get too sticky. But then you can just run that through your machine. Now, given that it's a little bit thicker because you've got that adhesive but you've got that backing sheet, you maybe want to run it through a couple of times, so back and forth and back and forth, and that will make sure that your dies cut right the way through all those 3 layers on there. And then you take them out of your dies and you end up having the backing sheet on there. Now you'll see that this one that I've already prepped, a little bit of the backing sheet came off because it was on a join. So just bear in mind that you probably want to use them, once you cut them, you probably want to use them quite quickly, so it doesn't stick to other things on your desk, like me. And I would also say that once you've taken out all of those tiny little dots on there, they in turn become little stickers too and get absolutely everywhere. Trust me. So it is simply a case of then just deciding where you want them to go. So no rhyme or reason to it, just trying to fill the whole sheet. So the trickiest bit is getting the backing off. Probably easiest to do it where it is already starting to come away. So that bit just goes in the bin. That's just your backing sheet, and because that went over a join, I've got an extra bit to do. But it's nice and clean and neat, and you don't get any extra all over the place. Okay, so I have already gone ahead and prepared these, so I'm just going to fill up this area as best I can, and I will have some bits hanging over the edge there that I will trim off once I'm happy that I've got the full sheet covered. So I will crack on with that. So see, the trickiest bit is always going to be actually getting that backing off. But if you use your pokey tool on it, it helps as well. Okay, just be gentle when you get to bits like that, that you don't just pull too hard and actually rip that piece off. I'm going to do this on my silicone mat because, as I say, I am going to have bits that are going to go over the edge there. So I don't want them sticking to my grid sheet. So I've got lots of my die cuts on there. You may have noticed that I trimmed off some bits already to kind of put in some of the little edges bits. So I just used my large scissors just to trim off the excess. Now you may find it easier to do that from the back. Just putting my blade right to the edge and chopping along. Just put all of these bits on my silicone mat for now. They will stick to you. So I'm happy that I've got enough of that covered. I don't really want to try and add any more onto that, so I can get rid of those. Put that out of the way. Now there is a little bit there that when I've trimmed it hasn't got quite close enough. Oops, and that's a bit too close. There we are. So it's just a case of then assembling this. And I do have some extra bits left over. So when I die cut that piece that I've done, I can make another card. Now I have this gorgeous ribbon, so this is Petal Pink and that was Soft Sea Foam. Soft Sea Foam I don't have any ribbon for, so I used white ribbon. But I do have this Petal Pink ribbon on here. So I am going to attempt a bow, but it might end up in a knot. Actually, I think probably by a knot on this one, given that it's quite a chunky ribbon. I've got my scissors all tangled up. And it's not my ribbon scissors. So to help me along, I'm just going to put a little bit of tape runner on the back there. Put my ribbon on. And kind of want to make sure I've got that relatively straight. Not bad, not bad. Oh, twisted, twisted, twisted. Did it the wrong way round. Okay. Just going to do that in a double knot. A little ways in from the edge so that I can trim off and leave a reasonable sized tail. I might chop that down. And then that can go on top. I don't normally use tape runner for that, but my Stampin' Seal's here, so I might as well make use of it. Popping that on, like so. And all I need now is a sentiment. On this one I've got just a little reminder that you're loved, so I'm just going to stick with that. That is from the A Wish for Everything stamp set, which is, Wish for Everything stamp set is actually a two-part set, so you can mix and match your sentiments with kind of longer sentiments. So you've got things like Halloween, and you've got a Halloween greeting, you've got Christmas, and you've got happy, you've got wishes, and then you've got a merry little wish for lots of joy this season. So it covers Easter, we've got anniversary, St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, a whole lot on that one. Great versatile stamp set. And need my Petal Pink ink pad. Just a little reminder that you are loved, and I just cut that out with the oval. Double oval punch. To the centre where you want it, give it a squeeze, and you've got your sentiment there. And I also used a piece of vellum to back that. So a little bit of glue on my sentiment, add it onto the bit of vellum, and dimensionals. Where's my larger dimensionals? Here they are. 2 of them be absolutely fine. Take the backing off. Now what I might need to do is put a little bit of tape in there, because I've stuck that onto the ribbon. But this being a wider ribbon, it's not covering the with that one the dimensionals went onto the card. This one the dimensionals have gone onto the ribbon really, so let me, I could put another one on there actually. I put a piece of tear and tape there so that the ribbon sticks down to the card, and I can get the backing off. Might need to tie that bow again. Not a bow, that's a knot. I've got a little bit of the edging of the dimensional that I don't want to get it on the vellum, show through the vellum, but I can put it there. And I'll put a little one on there. Would be absolute overkill if it weren't for the problem with the ribbon. Oh, nearly. There you go. Just a little reminder that you are loved. Because it's one of the subtle colours, you don't need to put an insert in, obviously. You can if you wish to do that. So using the free, where are they? The free Summer Shadows dies for a faux embossing look. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have and you're new to my channel, please do click on the subscribe button and click on the bell so that you're notified of my next tutorial. If you're interested in purchasing any of the supplies that I have used, please click on the description bar. You'll get a link to my blog post and also a link to my shop and a list of the products I've used. Until the next time, take care. Bye bye.